How to use Microsoft Word for document editing. Hello everyone. So in today's video, I will show you guys on how to use Microsoft Word for editing. So without further ado, let us begin. So to start off, let us make a document. So you can either create a blank document if you want to start from scratch, or you can use templates that Microsoft Word has pre-made just for you. So as you can see over here, there are a lot of pre-made templates right here. That you can use. When you click on see more templates, as you can see, they have a lot of templates that you can use, like a resume, a cover letter, meeting notes, student report, sales invoice, and a lot more. But for now, let us start off with a blank document. So to start off, I'll be covering each tab that you will find right here in Microsoft Word. So I'll be first covering the Home tab, the Insert tab, the Layout, the References, the Review, the View, Help tab, and then the File tab. So let's start off with the Home tab. So first, let us type in some text, and then let's start by editing our text. So let's say we want to change the font of the word hello right here. So highlight that text, and then what you can do is right click the text, and then you can see a lot of options that you can choose. What you can also do is go to this bar right here, and then you can change the font name from there. So let's say I'll use this one, and then as you can see, the font name has changed. Moving on, let's try changing the font size. So to change the font size, next to the font name will be the font size. And then when you click on the arrow, you will see a lot of numbers or font sizes that you can choose. But if the font size that you want is not there, what you can do is just type it out. So let's say I want the font size 15. Moving on, we have the grow font size and the shrink font size. So basically what this does, it grows or shrinks your font size. So I'll show you a sample. So I'll highlight this. Then when I click on grow font size, the font size grows. And then when I click on this, the font size shrinks. Moving on, we have the bold, italicize, and underline. So let's say you want to bold your text. Just highlight the text that you want to bold, and then just click on this bold icon right here, or Control B on your keyboard. For italicize, highlight the text, click on italicize, or Control I on your keyboard. If you want underline, highlight your text, click on underline right here, or Control U on your keyboard. And then let's say we want to highlight our text. So to highlight your text right here, and then go to the highlight button right here, and then choose the highlight that you want. And then there you go. My text has now been highlighted. Moving on, let us change the color of our text. So let's say we want to change the color of this text right here. So go to font color right here, and then choose the color that you want. So let's say I want blue, or let's try the different color. Let's try orange. And then there you go. The font color has changed. Moving on, we have these three buttons right here for more formatting options. As you can see, you can add strike through to your text, a subscript through your text, a superscript through your text, and then when I go to change case over here, you can change the case of your text. So you can change it into a sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, or toggle case. So feel free to experiment with those. And as you can see over here, there are also some shortcut keys beside the text that you can use. And then moving on, we have bullets. So if you want to add bullets to your text, just click on bullets right here, and then it will start bulleting your text. So let's just input a couple of text right here, and then when I click on enter, there will be a new bullet. Moving on is numbering. So when I click on this, it will start numbering my text. You can see when I click on enter, it will add another number to my text. When I click on enter again, it will add another number to my text. Moving on, we have checklist. So if you want to create checklist, just click on this, and as you can see, there will be a box right there in the left side, and then you can now start making your checklist. And then let's say you want to check the stuff on your checklist, just click on this box right here, and as you can see, it is now checked. Moving on, we have decrease indent and increase indent. So if you want to decrease the indent of your words, just click on this. As you can see, the indent has been decreased. If you want to increase the indent, just click on this, and the indent is now increased. Moving on, we have text alignment. So if you want to change the alignment of your text, go to text alignment, and then you will have a couple of options that you could choose from here. So you have align left, align center, align right, and justify. So let's say we want to center my text. So let's click on center, and then my text is now centered. Moving on, we have borders. So if you want to add borders to your text, just click on this button right here, and then make sure if you want to add borders, just highlight the text that you want to add borders to, and then just click on borders. And as you can see, it has now added a border to my text. So there are tons of options right here for your borders. So you can have outside borders, bottom borders, top borders, and a lot more. You can also change the line weight, the line style, the color, and the padding. So yeah, that is pretty much the Home tab. Those are pretty much the basics in using the Home tab in Microsoft Word. Let us now move on to the Insert tab. So in the Insert tab, there are a couple options that you could use right here for your Microsoft Word. So here, first we have page break. So basically what the page break does, it just adds another page to your document. So when I click on page break right here, as you can see, it has now added another page. Moving on, we can also insert tables if you want. So to insert tables, just click on table right here, and then you can now start customizing your table. So just highlight or just click on the table that you want to make. Let's say I'll make a 3x3 table, so it will look like that. Then when I click on it, as you can see, it has now made a table. And then moving on, you can insert pictures as well. So when I click on pictures right here, you can insert pictures from your device, a mobile device, from your OneDrive. You can also add stock images or search from the web. Next, we have drawing. So you can draw here in Microsoft Word. So when I click on drawings, you can see I can now draw right here. So let's say we want to add some shapes. So let's add this rectangle right here, and then let's try to draw some stuff on it. As you can see, I can draw here. Then when I click on save and close, it will insert in my document. Moving on, you can also insert links in your document. So you can either insert a link right here by using Control K. You can also add the table of contents if you want, if you're writing a book or a research paper. You can also add bookmarks if you want to, and then you can also add online videos. When you click on that, as you can see, all you have to do is just input the link right here, and then your video will be pasted right here in your Word file. So as you can see, a preview of your video will appear here. So supported video providers are YouTube, SlideShare, Stream, Flip, TED, and a lot more. You can also add comments if you want. So to add a comment, just click on that, and then you can type anything you want in your comment. You can also add headers and footers. So let's add a header right here. So let's just type in header and then footer at the bottom. And then as you can see, it has now added a header and a footer per page. Moving on, you can also add page numbers to your file. So when you click on this, you can add page numbers to anywhere you want. See, if you want it on the left side, you can use this one. If you want it in the center, you can use this one. And if you want it on the right side, you can use this one. There are also some top and bottom options if you want. And then next, you can also insert some equations. When I click on this, you can use a lot of equations right here. So when I click on symbols, you can use some basic math equations, some lowercase equations, letter-like symbols, common binary operators, common relational operators, arrows, negated relations, and geometry. Then in structures, you can add subscripts and superscripts, fractions, common fractions, brackets, radicals, common radicals, accents, overbars and underbars, common accent objects, summations, products and co-products, trigonometric functions, integrals, differentials, functions, common functions, basic operators, and a lot more. So feel free to check all of those out. Moving on, we can also add symbols. So when I click on symbols right here, you can add any symbol that you want. So there's a euro sign, a pound sign, a white smiling face, and then when I click on more symbols right here, a lot of symbols will show. And then next, you can also add emojis. When I click on emojis right here, you can add emojis if you want. When I click on more emojis, you can see a lot of emojis that you could choose. And then moving on, we will go to the layout tab. So in layout, you can edit the layout of your text document. So you can change the margins of your text. So if you want the normal margins, use this. Narrow margins, moderate margins, wide margins, Office 2003 default, or you can set your customized margin. Moving on, you can also change the orientation of your text document. So you can change it to portrait or landscape. And then you can also change the size of your text documents. When you click on this, you can change the size to letter, legal, executive, A4, or A5, or you can also set custom sizes for your page. And then next, you can also add columns if you want. So as you can see over here, you can add 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, or add more columns. So you can edit out your columns right here. Next are line numbers. You can also add line numbers if you want. So when you click on line numbers, and then as you can see, when I click on line numbers, it will add a number right here. Then when I click on enter, it will start doing it ascendingly. So you can see. Moving on, we have indents. So if you want to set indents to your liking, you can tweak these settings right here. So you can set the indent on the left, indent on the right, the spacing before, and the spacing after. And then we can now change the page color. So So when I click on this, I can change the color of my page. So as you can see, I have now changed the color of my page to orange. Moving on, we have references. So you can add the table of contents, insert a footnote if you want, insert an endnote. You can use the search bar right here to search text, use acronyms, or add citations. For the review, you will have an editor right here, a spelling and grammar checker, a word count checker, translate. You can also add comments again, delete comments, and yeah. And then next, we have view. So for view, you can change the viewing options on how you want to view your file. So you have separate pages, you have reading view, and then you have immersive reader. And you can also change the zoom of your text or of your page right here. If I set it to 50, so you can see it zooms out. If I set it to 100, if it zooms in. You can also use the ruler option right here. So you can see there's a ruler right now. So as you can see, I can track the inches or the length of my paper. And then next we have navigation. So when I click on this, it allows me to search text in my document. And then again, we can also add a header and a footer. And then you can also change your Microsoft Word to dark mode in the view tab. So as you can see, when I click on dark mode, it changes it to dark mode. And then we have help. So in help, you can contact their customer support right here if you are experiencing some bugs or issues. You can leave feedback, and then you can see all the keyboard shortcuts right here. So when I click on this, as you can see, all the keyboard shortcuts are available right here, from accessibility, basic editing, Copilot, formatting, graphics, navigation, review, ribbon navigation, and selection. And then lastly, we have the file tab. So when I click on the file tab right here, I can save my document. So to save your document, all you have to do is just click save as, and then you can save it here. So save as, and then you can save it. So just name your document file and then just click on create a copy. Or you can also export it if you want. So if you want to export it as a Power presentation, you can. You can export it as a Kindle file or transform it to a web page. You can also print your document if you want by going to this print icon right here. You can also share this with people. So if you want people to invite people to your text file so that they can help you make edits, you can do that here. So yeah, that is pretty much it on how to use Microsoft Word for document editing.